Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for February 17th to the 28th. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Scorpio. This is going to feel great. The last 2 weeks of February, and we're doing it all at once because remember, February has less aspects than all the other months that we've just been going through. This is going to feel like an Enya song. It's going to feel like the Renaissance. It's really, really soulful. It's so much love and compassion. It's all about the arts. It's really, really nice because we do have Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, the North Node, all in Pisces as we enter Pisces season. Okay. And so for the rest of the month, the rest of February, I want you to actually imagine yourself being a fish or a seahorse or, like a shark, whatever you want to be. You are in this endless ocean of possibility right now. Okay. You can move any direction you want to go. There are no borders in Pisces, right? Nothing's stopping you. And it's this peaceful bliss, and you're going to feel emotionally moved right from the get-go because actually Scorpio, on that Monday night, starting Monday night for a few days, we do have a grand water trine, and that feels so good. That feels so good. We're going to have the moon in your sign. We're Mars in Cancer, and then Mercury in Pisces and Saturn. So all the water signs, by the way, really going to feel this the most, all right? As you move into Pisces season, you're going to feel it in your bones. You're going to feel really good, like you're on this high. It feels good to feel good, and just very emotionally moved. Now, Tuesday, February 18th, when we officially enter Pisces season, now we got Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, the Sun, and North Node all in Pisces. We have a stellium in Pisces. Again, and a stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in a sign. Remember, we also have Neptune conjuncting the North Node. So this is a big deal. We've got half the solar system in Pisces, in your 5th house of joy and pleasure, love, romance, creativity, self-expression. It feels really, really good. Procreation. Some of y'all having kids. Okay? It's fun. It's fun for you because Pisces is a sign of compassion and empathy and intuition and love and spiritual enlightenment, emotional intelligence. You're going to love this because that is how you're going to feel with everything that I mentioned earlier, what the 5th house represents. So it's such a great time for you. And it's a really great time to do, like meditations and healing and musing on your future, spending time in nature, spend time in the water. Okay, with all this Pisces energy, you're obviously a water sign as well. Do some yoga on the beach. Just be by the riverside. Anything that has to do with water, because we have 5 planets in water signs. All right, remember Mars is in Cancer, and so you may be taking for the next 2 weeks a lot of emotionally moving inspired actions, right, for what you desire. Pay attention to your dreams. They're going to be off the charts with all this Pisces energy. All right. And it is a really good time if you are a creative type, if you're an artist, musician, a painter, a poet. And even if you're not, maybe you're, I don't know, the marketing director at some firm or whatever. Creativity, you're going to feel a lot of it now. You're going to feel a lot of it just off the charts. Off the charts, very artistic time, beautiful time, all right? And also, look how active Mercury is, all right? Mercury governs how we think and speak and interact and, analyze and network, right? Mercury, Hermes, right? The messenger, but also just movement. So, for the next 2 weeks, with Mercury being this active, communicate. Join a poetry group, okay? Do some travel. Yoga retreat. Learn new things. Maybe you want to do improv. Whatever it is, now is the time. because it's all in your fifth house. Fifth house is recreation and hobbies too. Go out and have some fun. Start a business. All of that, everything that I just said is Mercury's domain. And he's in Pisces in your fifth house. So really, really great time for you, Scorpio. It really is. And remember what I said about Mercury and Pisces. You know, it just make sure you have a foot on the ground, because it can be a little like maybe even confusing sometimes, because Mercury doesn't do so well in Pisces. But the higher expression of Mercury in Pisces is intuition. So lean toward intuition, right? You're gonna be great. Okay, you're gonna be great. I really love what's happening for you, Scorpio. Now, Thursday, February 20th, Mercury will square Jupiter. I mean, sure, that's fine. I don't mind it. I mean, the planets are both, in detriment, but they're also in mutual reception. Okay, so and that's because Mercury rules Gemini and Jupiter rules Pisces. So in this square, they're actually working off each other for you. All right. So you could feel this urge, to have more joy and wisdom and abundance in your life. I mean, it is very inspirational. It's very philosophical, this aspect, like big ideas, big picture. The fact that the moon will be in Sagittarius this day too, huge, right? So it's very more like Plato, Socrates than small talk. All right. Just remember, Jupiter does expand, doesn't have an off button. And with Mercury in Pisces, where it can be, very pie in the sky, just have a foot on the ground, because there can be a tendency around this time to be overconfident or, over exaggerate, right? Don't go, telling people that you got two Narnias, in your closets, and you're going to be fine. Now, second week, Sunday, February 23rd. And, when we have these big gaps of days where there's no aspects, just remember the planets are still, doing things behind the scenes, right? They're still working for you. They're having conversations. And, of course, the lunations. So they're always trining, squaring, or, sextiling the moon. The moon's always up in your business. And of course, there's so many great ones. I will talk about the second spread. But Sunday, February 23rd, Mercury will trine Mars. This is absolutely amazing. I want you to take advantage of this. Really, 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 really want you to. This is a once a year aspect on average, okay? And this is your thoughts and your ideas and what you communicate really being bolstered by any actions that you take. So, great day for negotiating. It's a great day to sign contracts. It's a great day to make deals, to prove a point, to have a job interview. Maybe on the Monday after, you still have, the energy of this trine. So honestly, this is a wonderful aspect I want you to use. All right. Power of persuasion. That's what this is. You can talk your way into things, talk your way out of things. You can make history here. All right. Make things happen. Remember, you create your reality, Scorpio. So create. All right. Remember also, Mars is still working with Saturn. You remember that Mars is trining Saturn. So, and Saturn brings that stability to things that you communicate, writing, and even travel. If y'all are traveling, let me see. A lot of y'all are. A lot of y'all are going to be traveling. Have fun with it. Okay. Now, and also, Mercury, there's your two signs, right? Your two water signs here. Mercury in Pisces, Mars in Cancer. You're the third water sign, but with them getting together with Mercury and Mars in their signs, it's very poetic and it's very romantic. So this is a time where, you may feel what you're saying, and it's very inspiring, and let people feel your passion with the things that you say. You're going to be fine. Because look what happens that same day. Mars goes direct. That's huge. All right. Really, really big deal, because Mars has been retrograde since early December. It's been a long time. We haven't had Mars's power. And so now you're going to feel a lot more motivated, a lot more confident as Mars goes direct. Mars is physicality. You're going to feel less drained and more stamina. I mean, how have you been sleeping, Scorpio? Because Mars retrograde in Cancer, on top of the solar flares I talk about in my live streams, we're at peak maximum. Yeah, that can disrupt your circadian rhythm. You're gonna be able to sleep now. It definitely affected me. Definitely affected me. Here's the thing, though. Okay, I know there's always the thing. Mars is going direct, but still in Cancer, right? Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. It's the one sign that he does. His performance is just not great, right? He's really doesn't have much power in Cancer. So remember what I said. Even when Mars did go into Cancer, I think we were back in September, right? It's the God Warrior. It's Mars in a sign, Cancer, that's all about love and home. And so remember, I said just think of like the warrior, the God Warrior at a housewarming party, doing air kisses, holding babies, eating bellinis. Mars does not like any of that. It does not like any of that. But at least he's direct and we'll take it. Okay, so just go with the flow with the go. You're going to be fine. You're going to feel some movement. You may have some attention on home too, by the way. Mars and Cancer and like loved ones, right? That's what Cancer represents for the rest of the month. But this is your ninth house, Mars and Cancer, your ninth house. So spirituality, the way that you see things, your perspective, it's higher mind. It's also it's higher education as well. You could be wanting to go back to school, learn something, or if you are a teacher, maybe you just felt like for the past few months, and now you're back in the zone. Travel is part of this as well, as book publishing, broadcasting. So just keep that in mind that there's going to be movement here, but also you're possibly going to be processing a lot of emotions, maybe even doing some physical healing because, Mars retrograde in Cancer and the aspects that Mars has been having can have brought little accidents and bumps and bangs and bruises, right? Mars is your ruler, Scorpio, so your traditional ruler. So there could have been something there. But just expect progress and maybe even conflict resolution. All right. Mars turning direct can also be a turning point for you where it's a great time to just reinvent yourself if that's what you want and have courage to do something that you wanted to do back in January or February. Yeah. Okay. It's a big deal because Mars is going back over the degrees or territory where it's been. And this just hasn't happened in so long that y'all probably are not used to it. It's just, so here's the thing. Okay, so let me give you an example. If you're a subscriber, I have Mars in Cancer in my chart, in my birth chart. So I've worked with it every day of my life. So around mid-January, Mars was on my natal Mars, at 28 degrees in Cancer, right? And so because Mars was retrograde, he was going backwards. Now he's at 17 degrees and he's awake. So now he's direct. So now he's going to move forward. And he's going to hit my degree again at 28 degrees, right? My Mars. He's going to hit my Mars. And so a lot of things from January, even early February, that you were thinking about or, circumstances you were going through, you're going to go through them again. But it's more Mars direct, like you taking action now. And like I said, maybe doing things that you wanted to do back then that you couldn't because Mars was retrograde. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing here. And if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, your husband, your kid, all the cardinal signs, that would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, are definitely going to feel this the most. Okay, Mars is going direct. And with that said, one last thing. You need to give him some time because he's been asleep for a long time. And so when he goes direct, he's going to go really slow. All right? He's still direct. We'll take it. But he's going to be sitting at 17 degrees for a little bit. All right? So actually, and that's the middle decan of Cancer. Check your charts. If you know your birth chart, if you have anything at 17 degrees in these cardinal signs, just take a look at your chart. See what plays out here. All right. So again, just give him time to go like fully direct. But now that he's direct, no planets are retrograde. And so nothing's holding you back. You do you, Scorpio. Get what you need to get, right? Tuesday, the 25th. Oh, wow. Mercury conjuncting Saturn. This is huge. All right. So another rare once a year aspect. Okay. The conjunctions are powerful. So you're going to feel this a week before, weeks after. All right. And I need to remind you, Venus and Saturn conjuncted back in January, and it's going to happen again in April. Just last week, on February 12th, Mars trine Saturn, and now Mercury is joining the Saturn brigade. Saturn brings that stability, structure, longevity, gravitas to your goals, and this is Mercury. So, what's happening around this time? Writing agreements, contracts, travel, launching a business, networking, new things you want to learn, or new ways of thinking, all have the potential for long-term stability. Okay? Really strong commitment energy. And Mercury conjuncting Saturn can even make you an authority in your field. I mean, this is big. Okay, maybe even like big home energy too. Because remember, this is happening in your 5th house. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all are proposing around this time. It's in your 5th house of true love and romance and children. Again, I wouldn't be surprised some of y'all decide to have kids around this time. You make an announcement, right? With Mercury conjunct Saturn. Creativity. I would be surprised if some of y'all, got an offer to work on a big creative project, or maybe you're announcing it, or you got a contract. This is big for you. It's in your 5th house, Scorpio. I'm very excited. Use it. Use this to build out a business plan, look into LLCs, give a PowerPoint presentation, apply to be on the Amazing Race, whatever you want. You got Saturn here. All right. And in 2 weeks, the sun will conjunct Saturn. So when I say Saturn is building this bridge into your future for you, for success, use it. Take those inspired actions. Okay. It is very empowering. And actually what you say or think around this time can literally change the course of your life. That's how big this is. Uses to raise your frequency. All right. Now, Thursday, February 27th, Mercury will sextile Uranus. All right. We start with that. Amazing. This is a sextile. This is positive. This is a window of opportunity for you. All right. And it just so happens that Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus. So, what a great natural fit of this state. Communicate. Please be social. Please communicate. Keep your lines of communication open. This is a day where you can get unexpected news out of the blue. Really good ones. It's a sextile. Regarding partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, legal matters, all of that. Love, romance, true love as well. I mean, all of that. This is really great for you. All right? Because remember, Uranus is in Taurus in your 7th house. Partnerships and relationships. So really, really wonderful. And I know that I said like Mercury in Pisces is a little like out there, but Uranus is in Taurus is very grounding. So it really grounds that. I mean, so this is just, even for you, you could have a personal breakthrough. You could say something that is part of your breakthrough. This is a really good time to think outside the box as well. All right. Now, the new moon in Pisces ending this month is one of the best new moons of 2025, coming after one of the best new moons of 2025 that we had in January. I can't say the same thing for March or April or so again, please take advantage of this one too. This one is big. You've got the sun, the moon, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, the North Node, all in Pisces. That's a huge army of planets doing something incredibly special for you in your fifth house of joy, pleasure, true love, romance, like creativity, procreation. I mean, honestly, this is big for you. And when you have a pile of planets like this in Pisces, which is a very spiritual sign, this is what you call divine. This is big. It's happening at 7:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, okay? New York City time. Convert that to wherever you live in this world. All the mutable signs, all right, if you're a cross watcher, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and the water signs, you, Pisces and Cancer, are going to feel this new moon the most, okay? You're definitely going to feel this the most. Because not only do you have this brigade of planets in Pisces, this new moon will trine Mars in Cancer. It brings that fire, that ambition. Venus and Jupiter, the two benefic planets, are also incredibly harmonious at this time as well. This is big. And then, of course, you have Saturn here, who's bringing stability to the seeds that you plant, the intentions that you set. It's all about your new beginnings, your new journey. You're going to see this play out for, the next 6 months. So I am truly excited for you, Scorpio. This is going to be really, really, really nice. Truly game changing. Truly game changing. Okay? For you. And, it is linked to the, lunar eclipse in Pisces that we're going to have. I think it's early September. But anyway, yeah, just get excited. All right. Scorpio, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for February 17th. Ooh, what just happened here? Okay, well, you got that. Okay, that was my shuffling skills all over the place, but that was a nice little peekaboo, little ace of cups. Hopefully that will come out again. But that's like a little wink from the universe. Scorpio, let's get to it. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for February 17th to the 28th for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. You like my shuffling skills today? Scorpio, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all look great. Thank you. Look at you. You always look great. Scorpio, I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Scorpio, I love y'all. I'm in it to win it like you. I'm in it. I want to see what's going on here with you. You've got this amazing new moon. You got this amazing 2 weeks. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, it's amazing. You're good. You're absolutely good. Wow. Yes. Say yes to the dress. This is big. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you got the Tower. That's fine. Your recent past. Hey, look at what's happening here. You gotta look at the entire spread. It looks like something cleared the decks for you. Okay, so if anything happened, and in the moment where it felt like it came out of nowhere, and again, we did have those Uranus squares. Okay, and last week and that really big full moon. So there could have been something with partnerships, relationships, or career, right? Sudden endings or turning points. That could have been your Tower moment. But look at what it's bringing. So It's like, the tower moment, sometimes I say, like, it's, if there's something that happens in the moment and you're like, oh my God, it's just like, you realize like days later or a week later or 2 weeks later, it actually was the best thing for you. All right. So just keep that in mind. And with the tower, actually, it could have been something even just spiritual for you. Now that I think about it, the tower is, again, Mars, right? Attributed Mars in Cancer. That is your ninth house. So there could have been some shift in the way that you see something, or something that you really believed in, that you were just like, no, I don't believe in this. Like, it just clearing the decks. Okay. Now, 3 of Wands. Hey, yeah, in the heart of your spread. 3 of Wands. Look, you're ready. You're ready for this new thing. Okay. Like, literally clear the decks. And now you've got all this sky. What do they say? The sky is the limit, and he is ready to move forward. He's ready to leave his village, to go out there, to meet people, to go after his passions. He's curious. He wants to learn about the world. He wants to try new things, but through that process, he wants to learn about himself. This is all about self-discovery as well. So this is wonderful. 3 is all about, it's a, vibration of the Empress, right? So 1 + 2 = new reality. So there's something new that's happening for you around this time, okay? The last 2 weeks of February. And it seems like it's something that you're taking that action for it, okay? Now, you do have the 8 of Wands in your challenge area. So just remember that Mars is moving slowly, and you may be, this is just saying, like, practice that patience, okay? Because some things may not go as fast as you want them to, okay? Keep that in mind. But on the other hand, some things may be going faster than you had thought. That could be a thing too. But time is speeding up. It feels like it, right? So just keep that in mind. The other thing is, there may be something that you really wanted that hasn't happened yet, right? Keyword is yet, right? This is only for, the next 2 weeks. March is, like I said, it's big. We'll talk about it later. So just practice that patience, all right? It really is like more of just like, even with Mars going so slow, we got to practice that patience. 10 of Wands. I'm sorry, 10 of Cups in your crown. I mean, amazing. So remember, you have a stellium of planets in your 5th house of true love, of children, of happy everything. A lot of enlightenment here. I mean, you're good. You're good. You have, a lot of family energy that you're thinking about. There's a lot that's happening there, even like significant other. You see your future. And even if you're single and that's what you want, you're about to go get it. You're about, the wands are all about your passions. A lot of career stuff here. A lot of y'all are starting new jobs or there's some adjustment or change that's happening with the Ace of Wands and the root of your spread as well. Indicating that a lot of y'all may have already, maybe it's already happened. But there seems like something will inspire you, right? You're just going to feel a lot of passion. Wands are so invigorating, right? And you have the Ace of Wands. And remember, with new moons, new beginnings, new cycles. But I'm feeling that there's even stuff happening for you before we get there. Really nice, okay? So wands, again, are, they can be work related, like enterprise and career and whatnot. But just think about your passions and being enthusiastic about it's taking action for something that you really, really want. But that's really nice. You got the Emperor in your future. So actions that you take, okay, are leading you into a place of a lot more power and authority. And some of y'all may become dads, actually, okay? Or even like mothers. The Emperor is just like, masculine energy. He is like the father archetype. So there really could be something here, but he's also like a boss. He's the ruler of the land. He makes the laws and the rules. but he has a lot of passion. He has a lot of wisdom. He has a lot of power. He's protected. You see the armor underneath him. Okay. I mean, this is big because as him being like the father, right? With the armor that he wears, it's really not for him. It's like, this is for my family. It's like everything's for the family or his kingdom. Okay. As in, you could be the CEO of like a big company and you really care about your employees, and now like you are just rising above, you're stepping into more power. He's the ruler of his destiny. You're good. You're good. This is empowerment. Scorpio, let's get to your stuff. Scorpio, y'all are hilarious. What? Oh, by the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. You know, I appreciate all that. And tell me what's going on. I want to know what it's like to have a stellium in the 5th house. Like, I really, really want to know. All right. And you know, I love y'all. All right. So, oh gosh. You're good. Like you're okay. You're gonna get a mic drop. You're good. You're fine. I mean, like I can't even talk because you're just so good here. What do I even? Okay, so you got the 8 of Pentacles. Keep going. Keep going for it. Go get it. Go get it. That's the 8 of Pentacles. All right. This is someone who is so focused, determined, diligent, laser focused on his destiny, reaching his destiny, his legacy, his goals, the finish line. Look at him. And it's like whistle while you work energy. So this is someone who's putting a lot of energy into something that he's really passionate about and devoted to. And it seems like that's what you're going to be doing, what you've been doing. And he's going to be successful. He's going to make it. All right. He removed himself from the village, right? And you know, with this card, very interesting with the 8 of Wands here as well. It is a time, he's very patient. Like he's not doing things in a hurry. It's like, you know, practice makes perfect, and he's being very patient about it. But I really love this, especially because you got the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles as well, 2 Virgo cards, right? Virgo rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Really nice. You got the Justice as well with the Emperor. I mean, that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. A lot of y'all are gonna be signing contracts. I mean, it's obvious, right? Maybe even thinking about getting married or linking up with someone else in a partnership, in career, work, like, you know, that may be a thing. But this is just justice, like in your external factors area. Think of justice as like a judge, right? Remember, I said there's legal matters too. Maybe you are starting a business. Maybe you do have to sign something or whatnot. But justice is highly associated with karma as well. So this is justice, right? So brings that balance into your life. There's going to be this great balance in your life with justice in your corner, and you know, it's all that wisdom as well with the Justice card. Wisdom, having that great knowledge, you know, you're good. I mean, you're good. I mean, like, you're absolutely good. It's almost like you're cashing in your karma points. You have a lot of power. You have the Emperor with the Justice card. It amplifies that, okay? Just all this wisdom. It's really, really nice. And power. In 9 of Pentacles. I mean, like, so 9 of Pentacles, yeah, you're going to get there. Remember, I said he's successful, right? And then you got the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. She's standing in her garden of abundance. Look at the pentacles stacked up around her. That's a big deal. All right. So it's that discipline, it's that hard work that got her here, right? And so that's what you want. You want a sense of like freeness. There's a lot of self-sufficiency in this card, and liberation, like not worrying about money like you're putting yourself in a place of comfort, all right, and enlightenment as well. The Queen of Wands, I mean, that's the cherry on top. The Queen of Wands is the entrepreneur. And so if you are here for work, it looks like a lot of y'all are. I mean, with all these, like, yeah, she gets whatever she wants. First of all, the entrepreneur, like, she worked hard to get here. All right. So you could be in this place where you're getting all this attention. All right. It's very, very nice. Because she is so regal, so charismatic. People love her. People gravitate toward the Queen of Wands. So it's a time where you're just shining, you're radiating. The light inside you is radiating, and you're going to be sitting in this throne. She holds the sunflower. You even see the sunflowers in her throne. Okay, so the sunflowers. What do sunflowers do? They move toward the sun, right? And they exist in the actual sun card. Therefore, she has the powers of the sun, which is optimism and abundance and attraction. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're moving into all this power. You're moving into, and it's because you took that inspired action, and there was that fated moment that led you to it. This is great. This is, one of your best spreads that there's nothing. I mean, you see the story that it tells. It is almost like a fairy tale that's happening right now. And if you are here for, and again, a lot of family energy. And if you are here for love, romance, there is some sexual energy here. So, yeah. Well, y'all are Scorpios, but, here's the thing. Queen of Wands is the, how do I say it? She has a lot of sexual energy. Out of all the queens, it's the Queen of Wands. So, because there's a lot of, like, family energy and procreation and even like grandchildren or whatnot, that's all here. Wow, Scorpio, you're good. I mean, take a screen. I mean, this is good. You're good. Just be patient, right? Just be patient. If there are some things that are taking a little bit slow, just know that you're getting what you want. Like, you're gonna be great. All right. Karmically as well. Now, next week we will do March. March is bonkers. All right. We have 2 eclipses. We move into eclipse season. Venus goes retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde. Just too much to mention. Too much. All right. And yes, with the second spread, we're going to go over some lunations. A lot of big ones that are happening. There's a day I don't want you to sign anything. And then I'm going to talk to you about Venus and Mars, what they're doing. It's really interesting. Things that bring up 2017, something that happened anyway. Scorpio, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, would be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. I'm very excited for you. It's just you're just cool. You're so cool. Like, moving into all this power and authority. I love it. All right. Anyway, Scorpio, y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.